Hey, one and all, how are we all today? This camera. This you can see me decent. Maybe I should move there. Um, I don't know whether this is good or not. There. How is everybody tonight? I hope we are all doing good. Um, I took the headphones off because there's nobody in here that I need to respond to here. And I just need to read your guys' comments. Um, so hopefully everybody is doing good. First day on my new job went well. For those that don't know, I did get a new job, and that I started today. The interview that I had last Tuesday um, was a success. I got called on the Wednesday at about 10 minutes to 4, just before I was about to have another interview at an art store. And they said, "You have the job if you want it." Well, not the art store, but the line cook out for line cook slash prep cook out at a place called Turtle Jacks in Burlington, which is a city just beside mine that you can get to easy by bus. Um, so I guess not much more to say for that right now. Um, and well, what can I say? I think everybody. No, we don't have too many people here yet. We will. I'll get this character done, and then as long as we have people around, we'll do this second episode of this silhouette game. So hopefully, we'll have some people in here by then. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be doing my character Moose. Um, he Canadian military veteran. Where's my chat? I don't see the chat. Do we need to read it? Okay. Okay, now hopefully this is YouTube. Um, you know what? I'm gonna bring up. Let's come over here. Hey Joshua, how are you? Let's out the chat. Let's see whether we're seeing the chat. We are not seeing that. So that is having a long chat for some reason. So let's take that. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's happening with the one chat, but okay, so did you rank everyone from last time? Yes, I did. Technically, it was done in the episode. You probably left by then. Okay, so we got everything up. You will see that when we start that in whenever it take however long it takes me to do this character up a front view of my character Moose. He is Canadian military from the Second World War. Hey, good night, Spoon. How was day one? It was good. Yes, for those that don't know, Good Night Spoon knows this because it's been said over on Mike's channel. I did get a job um, in this past week. As most of you know, as I was saying before you guys got here, I had an interview last Tuesday, a place called Turtle Jacks out in Burlington. I got called on the Wednesday saying that the job was mine if I wanted it. So my first day was today. I went in for 11. I got off. I was there for just over 5.5 hours, 5 hours and 50 minutes. My next day in is Thursday at 11, and then Friday and Saturday also the same time I got to go in for. So, and thank you, Joshua. You told me you announced it to everyone last week after I. Well, I said that I had the interview. I didn't say I got the job, although the way the interview went, it did seem the guy that he had to talk to his general manager, but it was just if it was up to him, he could hire me right then and there. But yeah, I guess the cook, the head of the cook department there, he had to make sure it was all right with his general manager first, and which took a day. You got off. You got off on the next date. What? Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. I got my schedule when the schedule was sent to me. It said today was my first day, 11 p.m. I thought I was there for 5.5, well, just over 5 hours and 15 minutes. That's when I clocked out today. Not at 5 o'clock today, 5:50, but so I think it was probably 4:50. Just under 6 hours, basically. I was there. Um, my next day in is Thursday at 11 a.m. I don't know what time I get off each day yet. That's a little bit up in the air. Um, I guess it depends on how busy they are. Hopefully that. Uh, no, it does not. If you say that. Oh, you got that kind of job. Something else. Yeah, I'm a cook slash line cook. I'm a line cook slash prep cook. Today they had me learning salads and some of the desserts. I'm going to be on that again on Thursday, and then they're going to be switching me over to another section. We'll say. Proud of you, no. Why is this not mirroring? Oh, great! Don't eat too much salad. Yeah. Oh, I didn't eat. Actually, I didn't really eat anything there today. Okay, so I don't know why this is not. Uh, so, okay. Hey, Kirby. Just don't put anything gross in the food, no matter how much the customers you how mad you get. Well, I don't interact with the customer, so that's a good thing. Well, okay, so let's see. Okay, special rulers. Who want a symmetrical ruler? I think on this. This. Okay. Uh, just don't. I thought you were a dishwasher when you're cooking that. Well, I didn't know what I was going to be doing exactly, but okay. So how do I readjust this? Maybe you can stay clean by borrowing Mike's black T-shirt or something. Um, I will stay clean. Actually, Tuesday when I went and got last Wednesday when I actually got the job. Shortly thereafter, I went out and bought myself $150 worth of clothes. This shirt I'm wearing now is the shirt I wore today. First time I wore it today. Um, I haven't cooked anything yet. I've just put salads together. Um, and did I put any of the desserts together? I don't think so, but I learned how to do a few of them. I'm trying. You know what? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put this on here. That's more money than I spent in clothes in the last 3 years. Yeah, well, that was Canadian, so that'd be a little bit less too for you. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had all clean clothes and all that. Normally, I don't go spending that sort of money on clothes either. Why won't this go on? Funny how you lost the hair and grew a reasonable amount of hair back. Well, I honestly don't think it had anything to do with the hair. Um, yeah, Goodnight Moon says I will disagree because I've had a few job interviews since I got the short hair, so it's not magically. It's not like the first job I got. I had an interview with since. Um, this guy really seemed more impressed with my resume even before I got there, from what I could tell. Gucci. Uh, I keep. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be staying. I'm going to be training, I believe, on each section. It's this one was called the pastry section, although there wasn't a lot of pastries involved. It was a lot more salads than anything. Putting like Caesar salads together, Greek salads together, a couple other types of salad, a watermelon salad. I hate this. I'm trying to put something on here and it doesn't want to go. You put the tack in the chair. And actually, I was saying this on a couple other shows. This actually worked out the way that most jobs that I get work out. Although it was a slight difference. Almost every job that I've gotten on the spot. If I've had an interview for it like this, I've gotten on the spot right there. The only different, like I said, this guy, like I said, if it was up to him, I probably would have it right there. But he said he had to talk to my general manager or his general manager. I guess my general manager now too, but you get what I mean. So And so so I just had to wait for him to talk to him and call me back. I like how they all gaslight the teacher into thinking he's crazy. Hey, Metal, how are you? Thank you for saying watermelon. I forgot. I bought watermelon slices earlier for lunch. I should eat them before they spoil. Yes, you should. Okay. Okay. How do I put this on here? I should be able to put this ruler on easy enough, shouldn't I? Symmetrical. Why won't this symmetrical ruler go on? Where is it? Where else would I find the? I'm in a desert. You decide for yourself how I am. No, except what? Well, you're in a nice air conditioned place in the desert, so I'll say you're good. Uh, a man, a man, and his mane shall not be part of it, even if he keeps unemployed and homeless. Many people have long hair and have jobs. I've seen lots of them. To say somebody can't get a job with long hair, I've gotten jobs with long hair um, several times in my lifetime. Uh, Depends on the job. Yeah. Okay. I got a dumb question, Metal. How the hell do you get the symmetry ruler on a layer? Because I know you can't see this, but I'm just dragging it and dumping it. I had it once on earlier, but I had it at the wrong angle. I bring it over here to put it on the layer, but it still doesn't want to go. I don't know if my engineer has long hair and getting ready to fire him. Yes, but are they getting ready to fire him because he has long hair, or are they getting ready to fire him because he's not doing his job properly, or something else? I would like to remind you that I don't use. Oh, you don't use. Okay, I thought you did for some reason. Okay, so I guess you're not the person to ask. Uh, in GIMP, I mean, you just grab the index line. Okay, I feel like this. Because it's saying no. Why is it saying he's the best at his job. They don't want to fire him. What choice do we have? Many. Everyone does. I use Photoshop and Minibam, and yeah, they have trouble. They have to troubleshoot. Right, not ever using it though. Although Metabang is similar to this. Okay. Select the layer. Select ruler tool. Okay. Okay. I'll go under ruler, and there's nothing there. Oh, you know what? Let's see. I know what might be the problem. I don't think there's problems. I would have sent that through. Let me Google that, but it seems unnecessarily. You don't even believe that they're firing my code. Oh, there's one thing you say is saying uncapped too. Well, I followed the link that thing shows. Line symmetry. I had it here. I don't know what got it to disappear. You know what? Hopefully, I haven't saved this. Do not save. Let's open that again, and hopefully, it will open with. That's not what I want. There's comics, characters. Okay, so let's see. Okay, see, this is why I wanted to redo it because it's not. Okay, last. He kept his hair. He should keep his hair in a braid. That is exactly 1 meter long, so people can use it to measure. Then hair would be useful. Cat is coming up in work. Oh, see there and thing. He's harassing employees. Okay, you know what? Maybe that. I think I just figured it out. Although, well, thank you, George. Thanks for figuring it out. There we go. He can't fool me. I know he is plotting evil. I'm pretty sure the hair is the source of the heredity. Okay, so now let's see whether this one. Yay! Finally! But you know what? We didn't get this done this week, but I don't want. We'll come back to this if we have time. Because do we know what time it is, folks? I'm going to put these on just because of this. Did you read it? But did you read it critically enough to prep for the test? Who, me or somebody else? Okay, so. Let's get dangerous. Okay, so things are going to go black for a moment. Don't worry.
See the shadow on the wall. How could it be standing tall? Guess the shape, that's the frame. Play this fun little game. Who's that figure in the dark? Mystery leaves a mark. Outline tells a hidden truth. Who is hiding in the proof? Silhouettes in the night, guessing the mystery right. Who is it I'm gonna find? Guess the shadow on my mind. Could it be a friend or foe standing there in shadows glow? Is it someone that I knew? Silhouette shows just a clue. Tracing lines with my eyes, shake that holds a sweet surprise. Guess again, try to see who's this shadow gonna be. In the dark where lights don't reach, silhouettes they start to teach. Every curve and every line, gonna crack this case just fine. Oh! Silhouettes in the night, guessing the mystery right. Who is it I'm gonna find? Guess the shadow on my mind. Could it be a friend or foe standing there in shadows glow? Is it someone that I knew? Silhouette shows just a clue. Tracing lines with my eyes, shake the holds a sweet surprise. Guess again, try to see who's this shadow gonna be. In the dark where lights don't reach, silhouettes they start to teach. Every curve and every line, gonna crack this case just fine. Oh! Or is it I'm gonna find? Get the shadow on my mind.
Welcome back to another edition of the Silhouette Game. How are you all tonight? Are you ready to play Guess That Silhouette? Well, of course, we all know the rules, right? Do you know the rules? Well, here, if you don't, here are the rules. One guess per round. The first 3 people to guess right get points. The first person gets 3 points. The second person gets 2 points. And the third person gets 1 point. Did everybody else hear the music? Because, okay, I'm gonna move from studio, present, video file. Yeah, you were just playing with me. Yeah, I know it's been nice. Rules are made to be broken. Yeah. Well, and as we can see down in the one corner, we have the leaderboard. Alpha Proto last week got 24 points. Joshua got 21. Timothy got 7. Elf got 6. Kirby got 5. And Goodnight Spoon got 4. So there is, I think, a max of 90 points that can be won in any given thing. Although I think, because there are 15 rounds, the max, if you won, you can only win a max of 45 points per night. Or can you? We'll get into that. Of course, is the rules, but what are the rewards, you ask? Well, thanks to you guys, we came up with some rewards last time around. So you can, with 2 points, you can get a hint, or you can shorten the timer, because we are going to have the timer up, and you can shorten the timer down to 15 seconds, or you can lengthen it to 45 seconds. Can we do top 5? I want negative 2 points for refusing to participate and not following the rules. Can I spend my points from last week? Yes, you can. I'm watching Fargo for the first time before it leaves Prime. All my guesses will be Fargo based. Okay. Also, 5 points gets you a shout out. I'm not sure what that is exactly. For 5 points, you can also time somebody out for 1 minute. Now, I'm not sure what good that will do you. Maybe that'll get you around. But you can only win 3 points. So, and I had to change this because I'm not even sure whether for the one down here, 15 points is right or not. Because I found out it was 10 seconds, 1 minute, and 5 minutes. I thought there was a 3 minute and a 1 minute in there, but there wasn't. So, anyways, for 10 points, you can get 5 rounds of infinite guesses. Although, unless your infinite guesses right in those first 3, it doesn't matter. Or you can give someone a 5-minute timeout. For 15 points, you can give someone a 10-minute timeout. For 25 points, you can get, for the next 5 rounds, a multiplier on your points by 2. So if you happen to get 3, each of those 5 rounds, if you happen to be the first one to get 3, you can get potentially 30 points, thus giving yourself a 5 points more. No. You cannot retroactively time out anyone and steal their answers. So that has to be whether you think you're going to get the top answers, probably. Spending those points, whether you think you can. It's a risk reward, because if you're off by 1, well, if you're off by 2, you probably won't. 2 of the top answers, you might come close to making points back, but it's up to you. Can I bribe other players with points? I don't know whether you can or not. 30 points gets you a digital copy of one of my 3 comics that I have out. 40 points gives, and this is probably something you'd want to spend at the beginning of the night. All all rounds have infinite guesses. And again, it's if you got to be in the first three. Says he can be bribed. For 50 points, you can get a Cross Comics trading card sent to you. 100 points. Again, this is probably one that you want at the beginning. All rounds of this episode, multiply your points by 3. Can I launder my points through the so I don't know. So that instead of getting 45, you're potentially you can get 135 points potentially. Now, pick for 100 points, you can pick a silhouette for the next show. And if that silhouette that you picked stumps, can I transfer my negative proton points? For a digital comic, Joshua. Digital copy of one of my comics. Yes, but if you stump everybody, if nobody guesses that silhouette that you pick, you get 200 points. If you stump 2 people, like only one person guesses right what the silhouette is, you get your 100 points back. But if you only stump one person, you get 50 points back. Or if you, yeah. That stole my future joke. Like, so if 2 people get, the right answer, seems like infinity money glitch. Yeah, well, that one, it's not infinity money because you got to get a good. I'd say you have to get a good thing. Well, right now there's only been one person really besides you that could possibly be a runner-up for this. So you could potentially spend that and get your points double. Choose an impossible to guess silhouette and keep by that with the 3 points. Yes, but it's making sure it's impossible. Sometimes you think it's impossible and it's not as impossible as you think. Okay, so that's some of the rewards. Here are some more higher tiers. 300 points, get a digital commission of a character of your choice, nothing crude. 500 points, get a free Cross Comics mailed to you only for the US and Canada. Unless if you're not in those countries, I'll give it to you if you pay shipping. For 500 points, pick all the silhouettes, so that's 15 for the next show. If the total point, and I'm going this based on if the total points of the show, not counting multipliers, so a basic show should have 90 points between all 15 rounds. So if you can get nobody to guess right on any single silhouette, so there's 0 points given out that thing, you can get 1,000 points. Just guess that it's a workshop. Again, if people get between 1 and 30 points, that's you can get 750, 31 and 60. In other words, more points given out that week, the less points you get back. It's a risk reward. $750. Get a traditional commission of 8.5 by 11 on 8.5 by 11 by me, mailed to you. Again, U.S. and Canada, unless you're out of there and you pay the shipping. 5,000 points is I will do a dare by you live or recorded on camera. The dare cannot be something illegal or against YouTube's terms of service. I reserve the right to refuse a dare if I believe it is inappropriate to me. And of course, you can counter and ask for a different dare, but everything, the same conditions apply to the dare. Like if you could dare me to do 100 push-ups on camera. Although I don't think I could do 100 push-ups. I don't know what you get if you. I don't care about the money. I just think as many TikTokers as possible should go to jail. Okay, so that is the point. Hopefully you guys all get it. Anyways, also like, share, get this out there. Okay, so on with the silhouette game. We are for this week. We have round one. Hey, Alpha. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. And we got 3 people getting it correct. One just at the last second. So Alpha Proto is first. Alpha, did you see all the rewards that you could possibly get? Joshua gets it finally after. Actually, technically, Joshua doesn't get it because it's his first guess that counts. So, uh, hey, Matt, how are you? So, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you will play the silhouette game. So, let's see. Okay, so Alpha and then good. No, sorry. Elk. CA Winton. That was autocorrect. You gotta look at it before you hit the enter button, Joshua. Okay. Oh, and we forgot to reveal. And yes, it was Seamus. So, up next, round 2. Begin. Oh, So we only had one guess, and that was wrong. It is the Chief from Doom Patrol. Uh, Joshua gets it a little too late. Okay, is my chat okay. Not long enough on the time. 30 seconds isn't long enough. I thought we said 30 seconds was long enough for you. You must account for the timer. Okay, we'll do 45 seconds. Okay. And just because I'm not sure when you guys, um, Joshua, did you put who put their answer in after they saw the actual picture? Okay, so Alpha and Joshua was saying they put the when after they saw the actual picture. Okay, so okay, I'm going to be nice, Joshua. I'm not sure whether I should or whatever. Okay, so we'll put Josh. Well, Doom Patrol leader, I will accept. Because everybody thinks he's going to have some probably special name, and it's just Chief. Okay, so okay, we'll try with 45-second timer this time. Okay, so oh, before we do that, I need to make sure it's in the right place. Oh, yeah, this is the one that didn't want to work. Okay, we're gonna do the 30 seconds, and then we'll do an extra. You know what? You're gonna get a minute. I'm gonna play the 30-second thing twice in a row. Okay, so here we go. Third round begins now. Oh, Okay. Okay, so you're saying okay. I thought I might want to check on this one because I thought his name was Mark. Unless he had a different name in. Okay, I guess it depends on. You're doing the Gotchamon name. Okay, I'll accept that. The character has four names. I gotta play this on my desktop and see if Copilot answers these. Every adaptation will show give them different names. Okay, so I will accept Ken, and it looks like Alpha, then Joshua, uh, and then since Alpha says he is Ace Goodhart in that one show, I will give it to Goodnight Spoon as third place. Good night, Spoon. Yes. So as you can see, Alpha, last week you became top of the leaderboard with 24 points. Joshua in second with 21. Timothy with 7. Alpha with 6. Kirby with 5. And Goodnight Spoon with 4. I distinctly think I remember this IG Force, but Rick says Battle Planets. Yeah, I looked it up. You know, the team in the Battle of the Planets was called G Force, which is what I think confused us, Elk, to thinking it was that. Okay, so up next, round 4, begin. How what, Joshua? Okay, you know what? I'm going back to the 30 seconds because people seem to get it good. Of course, Alpha and Joshua are the only two people seem to be playing this time around for the most part. So we got Alpha first, and then Joshua. Okay, is everybody ready for round 5? If so, type a 1 in the chat. Of course, Metal types 69. Okay, so just because there seems to be a little bit off, I will do the 30-second timer second time around if I remember to, if it'll let me. Okay, so we are starting round 5 now. Begin. Uh, you know what? We don't need to do it a second time. We have 3 people in the chat. I will allow for spelling mistakes. I guess if I'm allowing for spelling mistakes, you know what? Okay, I'm going to give Joshua points from that first round. But yes, so I'll Alpha, then Elk, then Joshua. The rules say nothing about spelling. Yes, true. So I think um, you would have been second in the first round, then Joshua. Do I have an eraser here? Should give half points for spelling errors. Oh, good. Next week's rules will be 2 pages long. No, no, no. I'm not going to say anything about spelling mistakes. Spelling mistakes are allowed. Okay, so everybody ready for round 6? Round 6 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we have it. 3 people in the chat. It is joy. You got the joy, joy, joy down in your heart. Down in your heart. I wasn't sure whether anybody would get this one. And down in your heart. You're playing along. Alpha. You know the song. Okay, so we have Alpha, Josh. Oh, I heard the song on The Simpsons. Oh, well, that's all that matters. 1 millisecond. Is she from Inside Out? Yes, she is. Maybe you should move things up a little bit. I don't know why your internet's so slow. Okay, are we ready for round 7? Round 7 will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we got it. Everybody's answered. I think Joshua helped everybody. Yes, it is Dory. Well, then you're doing something wrong. So Joshua gets first this time. And then I think it was Elk. Yeah. So we have round 8. Round 8 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Oh, and our 30 seconds is up. So I think we only have one right guess. Who do you think it is? I believe it's Harvey Birdman. He said attorney at law and legal eagle. Nobody even mentioned Avenger there with him. Is he just attorney at law? or Legal Eagle. His full name is it? That's the full title. Harvey, that's Birdman. That's not the attorney one. Josh was like, not this again. Yes, attorney at law would be a specific Harvey Birdman. Harvey Birdman, whether he's attorney at law or just regular Harvey Birdman, would cover both. So I guess we're just going with Joshua for this round. Okay, so bring that. Okay, we are round 9. So round 9 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we now have all the correct answers. I gotta keep an eye on that timer more often. So yes, it is Jafar. So that would be Alpha followed by Joshua followed by Elk. Alpha, Josh, Elk. Okay, so let's see. Round 10 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five. I'll give the 30 seconds another. See whether Parasocial wants to put in a guess. Okay, you've all fooled. It was Duke. From G.I. Joe, a real American. Zero. I think that's Duke, right? Not the other one that looks similar. Joshua's terrible silhouette just because it fooled him. But they have good character designs. Just they look like ordinary people. A lot of them. It's and what do you expect? It's military wear. So round 10 is a bust. So round 11 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I think actually everybody has guessed, so I don't know why I put it through again. So. But Alpha, you win, and I guess Joshua gets in there. Um, Rachel Zegler's an actress. Yes, maybe she played Snow White, but that doesn't get you the win. And the game is to see whether I can stump you with a silhouette. At least that's my game. So Alpha and then Joshua. Most or my part of mine was most of these, silhouettes are not recognizable by most people. You get your occasional people like Joshua and Alpha who know everything, apparently. Hey, Kirby, you're in for the last 4 rounds. You missed quite a few. Not quite. Well, we accept that she played Snow White. We don't accept that she is Snow White. Okay, so round 12 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't even need to put the timer for this one. Yep. I knew I didn't even need the timer really for this. You're all correct. Shaggy. Okay, so we have Alpha first, then Joshua, and is Do his last name? I don't think Do is his last name. Oh, but Norville is his real name, isn't it? So Al gets that. Or not Elk, I mean, a Good Night Spoon. Sorry. He came in before you with Norville. Hey, Akanom, how are you? Are you doing the comics? I'm not doing any comics right now. We're doing what I call the silhouette game. It's basically a 15 round game. You get points. You can spend them for various things. You go back to about the half-hour mark, 40-minute mark. It'll tell you about what you can spend the points on. Or I can go over them after we're done here in 3 more rounds. I was trying to work on some comic stuff beforehand, but if we'll get done in the next 10 minutes or so. I'll go back onto some comic stuff. Okay, so we're beginning round 13 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and you only get one guess per round. Anonymous or an acronym. I guess I will give it. Say that's what we have. We have winners. Yes, it is the Shadow. So that is Alpha, Joshua, and GJS. Hey, Samant. What's up? We are playing the Silhouette game. We're in the last couple rounds. Maybe you can get a few points here, Samant, if you want to play. But you know what? I'm going to do exactly what suggested by Joshua there. Let's go over the rules for those who do not know. Just quickly. For the last couple rounds. Rules 1. One guess per round. Rule 2. First 3 people get right, get points. And first person gets 3 points. Second person gets 2 points. Third person gets 3 points. I think Rick is alpha. Yeah. I haven't done the since like round one. Anyways, okay, so we're beginning round 14. And 14 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I threw in the extra 30 seconds as you saw, people. And we do have one correct answer in the bunch. Does anybody think they know who has the correct answer? Well, it is Joshua. It is Betty. Okay, so round 15. Just yeah, Veronica has a real big misspelling of Betty. Round 15 begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got two guesses. I'm not going to put up to 30. Yes, so we got three guesses, but only two of them are correct. Yes, it's teenager Pebbles. Pebbles Flintstone as a teenager. So that means Alpha was first, followed by Joshua. So, did anybody notice anything about the characters tonight on this? Anything interesting I did tonight with the characters on this? If you know what I did tonight with the characters for the Silhouette game, say it in the comments. If you don't, just say, nah, I have no idea what you did with the characters tonight on this. Oh, you're close, Alpha. There, Joshua has it. No Marvel or DC. Yes, I did no Marvel or DC characters tonight. I took it as a challenge to do that. So that it means going forward, you could have, as you know, knew before, you could have Marvel or DC a lot, but it was mainly the first two. The exhibition was mainly DC and Marvel. There was a couple outliers. Last week it was mainly DC and Marvel. Again, a couple outliers. Well, yeah, sure, a couple there, but they're not DC Comics characters. Like, sure, maybe some of the Hanna-Barbera characters have appeared in DC Comics, but they're not DC comic characters. So I would consider them. It's like saying because a Marvel character appeared in a DC comic that they were DC Comics. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, well, you don't always expect just DC or Marvel. I'm going to try and vary it up a lot. Uh, uh, so, and I will do what you consider sad sack things because these are famous. Well, some of them will be famous, some of them won't. It's yes, you have Alpha and you have uh, Joshua who know like practically every single one of these characters, except for the odd one. But most everybody else here, well, I'm not sure what Goodnight Spoon is trolling half the time, so I'm not sure how many of them he actually knows. Well, and Mendel said he pretty much knew everyone tonight, most of them. So I don't think most people would know all the characters that are out there by their silhouettes. So I will update the leaderboard for next week, and just for Alpha, I can't jeopardize my minus two. You don't have minus 2 points. Well, in your case, I guess you do, but in my canon, you don't. So, your minus two will not appear on the leaderboard. Medal. So 2 points you can get. You can get a hint. Not that you do that, Alpha. Uh, yeah, I played the theme song at the beginning, but apparently, Goodnight Spoon said you couldn't hear it. Uh, you can either shorten the timer or lengthen the timer. I've got to find a way to get those timers up there that last, or I got to figure a way to get the plugins for timers for this working. 5 points, you can get a showdown. I'm not sure what that means. 5 points, you can give somebody a 1 minute timeout. 10 points, you can get 5 rounds of infinite guesses. I guess nobody really needed. Alpha and Joshua definitely won't need those. I'm saying. I don't think most are. I don't think most are done that way, Alf. Yes, a lot of people can, but as proven here, most can't. Uh, Anyways, 15 points you time somebody out for 10 minutes. I think that's the next one up from 5 minutes. 25 points you can. Next 5 rounds you can get multipliers by next 5 rounds for the next 5 rounds multiply your points by 2. So you could end up with an extra 5 points if you can get first number 1 in all 5. Read a book. Yeah, well, they can say that all they want. Doesn't make it true. Just because it's in a book doesn't make it true. And like I said, it proved, here, like what, 2 people out of what, 5 know all these? Hey, Mrs. Dillard, or 3/4. Or 2 people out of 4 or 5 people know like 90% of these. That's 40% of the people know. Let's say like 60% of the people don't know most of them. Rick should squeeze on my characters in episode 5 or 6. Yeah, Meadow, if you want to send some PNGs of your characters to me, I will be more than happy to include them somewhere along the line. Mrs. Dillard, I guess you heard I got my job. I had my first day today, and it went well. Well, it had a GI Joe silhouette. Like what do you expect from a GI Joe silhouette? Duke isn't in GI Joe as a silhouette. He might be recognizable, but if you're just putting him in a bunch of people, he might not be so recognizable. I don't think you really have any characters. Goodness, yeah. I am working at a place called Turtle Jacks as a line cook / prep cook. That means the characters are recognized. Yes, to certain people they are, but we're saying 60% of the people cannot recognize 80% of the characters by the silhouette. Ignore that. I'm not trying not to. You can send characters if you have them, though. But some could still. Yeah. Is it good to have a character that's recognized by its silhouette? Sure. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. I'll say yeah. That's a good thing. But it can't be the be all and end all of a character design. No, I'm not a chef, and I'm definitely not a chief. I just went on today doing the salads, learning their salads, some of the desserts. Yeah. You also need to know the character at all to recognize it. True, true, true. Not Chief Crafts comics. um, I'm just a prep cook slash slime cook. If I had a time machine, I would make grade six take logic classes. Okay. Oh, which is why I recommended mine because not no one even knows them. Yeah. Well, I put Canadian Shield up a couple last week, and a lot of people recognize him, but that's because most people here on my channel know him. Hey, Dillard, how are you? Yeah, so here's some of the ways you can spend your points, and here's some other ways. Yes, he is definitely winning. He came first place most rounds. Him and Joshua are the top two. Goodnight Spoon and Elk are getting ahead this time. That's because Kirby and Timothy weren't here to participate. Hopefully, we can get some newer people here. Some more people to come in and try and guess the silhouettes. Isn't the spending points on a drawing that something obvious? I hate when spending points on a drawing that isn't initially obvious. No, they're not spending points on a drawing, or they're not spending points to get a silhouette. The drawing would be not in silhouette form, Dillard. Need more players to make it more fun. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Parasocial asks Dillard, as a pro comic artist, would you say a good character design includes characters recognizable by silhouette? Dillard says, I would say no. Okay. Show you what? Show Dillard a silhouette no one got. Okay, let me take Flip Studio down for a second so I can get to one that nobody got. Uh, which okay, there's the one that nobody got. John. Well, taking cartoons, video games, comic books into account, what would you believe it is, Jack? Dude from G.I. Joe. A good character design is when you can recognize at a glance a strong silhouette is one means of doing so and one of the easier ones. Oh, but that's not going to fool anybody. Can you get that one, John? Yeah. Let me take let me take it down again. I want to check 14. Only one person got this one. Betty Cooper from Archie Comics. I only got that one because of combo context that you used Archie characters before. Yeah, I thought it was Spider Gwen from. I thought it was Spider Verse Gwen Stacy with the mental illness haircut. Well, see, Joshua put me into account. That was a good plan, Joshua. Thinking about stuff that I might do to try and fool people. And that's part of my plan is to try and fool you. Can, yeah, I've made a lot of these easy too. But as it goes on, I think it's going to get harder. Sometimes I will repeat characters too in new poses or whatever. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's hard to guess silhouettes of some regular people. Yeah, and that's the thing is it can be famous characters and they can be hard to recognize because the regular people. That was part of my one of my thoughts when me and Elk were discussing this a few weeks back, or initially before I began this, is that yes, it's nice to have a good your character recognized by a silhouette, and that's nice. But I don't think it's essential to a good character design. I think there's so much more, you know, for good character design. And Archie characters, well, I'd say they have pretty much good. Well, the Archies they have pretty good character design. Archie, Jughead. But how are they all different? They've got good character design. They're famous characters. They've been going for like 80 years, 70, 80 years. Yeah, we recognize a lot of people because of their clothes and all that thing. You're right, Alpha. Oh, Archie, Jughead. Oh, yeah. Those characters are all different. Yeah, but I put Reggie up. You didn't get Reggie. Reggie's different than Archie. Or Betty's different than Jughead. All every character is different than every character. Well, everybody has a different head, of course. Al. Unless you're the Zartan twins. That's Zartan. Zartan's the twins from G.I. Joe. You hit one, you hurt the other. Yeah, I agree with everyone. Archie is. I agree. Why am I leaning so hard? Archie's last comedy comic still going. And not no, I mean Archie is probably more for kids nowadays, and it has been for a long time. Well, it's probably was when it began, and still is. You know, but Dillard agreed with me that a silhouette is. I forget what your question was exactly. Al. He said no. Would you say good character design includes characters recognized by their silhouettes? And Dylan said, no. So John is even agreeing that you don't need a good silhouette for a good character design. I would not give Archie to a kid, a teenager, but not a kid. Okay, well, yeah, and that's probably when I picked it up. I picked it up Archie in my early teens, like 12 or 13. It was for kids, not much anymore. Yeah, it depends on which comic you're talking about. Archie is for yeah, well, yeah, especially if you're talking modern Archie. A lot of modern Archie I possibly wouldn't give to a kid, especially anything that Rose Riverdale. Archie for Riverdale sucked. Riverdale was for adults and didn't know Archie. Uh, if you like Archie, I am not. I like Archie. I don't like modern. Well, I don't like real modern Archie, but I grew up reading Archie. Well, I can actually agree with that, man. Riverdale was for no one. Just like if you still like Star Wars. Do you like? No, I do not. I like Betty or Veronica. Riverdale had Archie trying to have sex with everyone in the comments. He just wants a kiss. He doesn't even want a kiss from everyone. He just wants a kiss from Betty and Veronica. The other time you'll have him go out with somebody other than Betty and Veronica. But most of the time he's just going out with Betty and Veronica. The odd time they'll show somebody else. A pretty girl might turn his head, but he's still mostly going out with Betty and Veronica. He's playing. Yeah, well, he's also a teenager too, right? Like he's gone out in the comics. I think he's gone out with Josie from Josie and the Pussycats, Cheryl Blossom. She's Josie. What a pretty girl turned your head, Rick. You're a bitch. Yes, pretty girls turn my head off. Rick has good taste in women. Thank you. Betty was definitely my favorite of Betty and Veronica, or the two. Too much information. Hey, well, you asked about the like thing. You're the one that started that conversation, Joshua. You only have yourself to blame. I gotta set. I'm gonna have to set up for episode 3 now. Would you do anything for the love of a good woman? I do almost anything. I'll say almost anything. I'm sure there's probably a few things I would not do. Um, I got some alcohol markers. Oh, awesome. Melody Valentine is the best character from Archie Comics. The ditzy blonde with the musical sounding voice. Wondering what the first thing I should jar thing should be. Well, I say maybe one of the commissions that you still owe me, Ozona, The Wiz, or Toxico. But, oh no, those are digital commissions, not. So, how many episodes would it take for someone to accumulate 5,000 points? Well, you can get uh, five. Obviously, you can get if you got every answer right, first person right to answer and got it right, you can get 45 per thing. Um, uh, per game. There are. Would you keep a trim haircut? Maybe if that's something that she wanted. I don't know. Um, you should make an offering to the cult of Raven with your markers. um, but there are the multipliers too that you can invest in at certain points to get. Like for 25 points, you can uh, invest for 5 rounds and multiply your score by 2. That could end up getting you an extra 5 points if you get the first guess and correct. 100 points, you could get 3. So you could get a multiply your score for the whole thing. So you could get, if you got the first one, first answer, the 3-pointer point, got everything correct and got the at first, you could get up to 135 points. So you could get an extra 35 points for that. Yeah, well, again, that's if it stumps everybody. There has to be a fair chance that people can get it. You can't just have a circle with a bunch of background and then the character inside it. You can't do that. That you couldn't do. I wouldn't do that. That's not fair. Like you can't have the silhouette of Robin jumping through the paper thing. That's not on the true. It's not on the rules. But I could put it there and um, for next week or before anybody buys it. Question is where a remote control and I'm not reading the rest of that. Joshua can read it and answer it for himself. Um, it's not in the rules, but even I could do stuff like that, and I'm not doing stuff like that either, Joshua. Only if you show it. Okay, I'm not sure who you're talking to, Alpha. Or what you mean. So, Alpha, more specify what you're talking about. Are you talking to me that? Me wearing that? No way. I wouldn't even. Now, if you can get 500 points, if somehow you could make it so everybody misses everything, you could get 1,000 points. You could double your points there. That if you could do that a few weeks in a row, which I think it'd be highly unlikely. Let's put it this way: it's going to be a while before people get to 5,000. We'll say that. Months to a good year minimum, depending on how you decide to use your points. Well, we didn't get to drawing this time because I had some problems right at the beginning for drawing, and we got talking afterwards about this, that, and the other thing. I hope everybody's enjoyed the silhouette game. Of course, I'll be extracting this and putting it up on YouTube by itself. Once we get settled into our own place, I'm hoping we'll make this a show just in and of itself. 5,000 isn't a real number. I see that some words make changes to. Okay, I see that some rewards make changes to the rules. How is this game played? Okay, what exactly do you mean? So, do you plan on doing this game every week for the rest of your life. Well, I'm not sure for the rest of my life or not, but I do plan on doing it for quite some time. And I made that dare thing very, not making it easily achievable. Well, the rules are fairly simple. The rules is one guess per round. First three people to get the guesses right get points. And first person gets 3, second 2, and third 1. Yes. You can spend points to I guess change it what you get your points for. Yes, it does, Dylan. I got inspired by you for the point system. But we don't call them Scribbattle bucks here, so so if that's what you mean by changes to thing, or what do you right now they're just called points. I haven't given them a special name. Maybe we will in the future. People were wanting to have it be crossover for Battle Point Box. Oh my! Here, I said I don't think John would approve. Calling Scribbattle Box is a decent idea. Okay, what are you mad at, John? John? Call them milestones of ignorance. Still point. Well, I tried to make some of my rewards a little different than yours. Call them something stupid like gloves. Cross. I could call them cross points. Could have called them Rick Point, Piper Points, Piper Bucks, Silhouette. Yeah, there. You win a silhouette. Credits. Yes, you get 1 silhouette, 3 silhouette, 2 silhouette. Well, I didn't want. Okay, this isn't Scribbattle, so calling them Scribbattle Box doesn't make sense to me. They were just trying to see whether they'd be transferable, and it's like no, they're not going to be transferable to Scribbattle. You can't use the points that you earn here for John, and John's not going to do any of the rewards for here. Marks. Latinum. Oh, I think right now we're just going to keep them to points earned. So I will have a leaderboard, of course, done up. Good. Well, update it for next week. Um, what else to say? And like I said, this will the initial contest will be cut out and put up in if points earned here are transferred. I'll something points here are transferable to Scribbattle. Oh, all points here are transferable to Scribbattle. Oh, I know two people who are really going to like that. Yes, the question is, when are you starting up Scribbattle again, John? Joshua was like, never. Well, if John's saying that, then I'll say, Scribbattle bucks are transferable to points here. That's not the question. The question is, will Alpha Proto get his grand prize? He was here earlier. I'm not sure whether he's still here, Alpha Proto, or not. Are you still here, Alpha Proto? Can you hear us? Yucky already sent him a massive box of sent a massive box of comics to my house. Oh wow. I'm still here. So what do you think of that idea that Scribbattle bucks are transferable, or the points here are transferable to Scribbattle? Sleepy, he says he's sleepy. Alpha Proto, do you like that idea? No, sir, I don't like it. You don't like that the points are transferable? And what do you think of the rewards that you've hopefully seen or heard us talk about, Alpha? I know you said earlier you not really worried about the rewards. I transfer one per season. I don't like making changes to my leaderboards. I make one transfer per season. Oh, okay. Don't make me work. Okay, so that's you gotta figure out when you want to make your transfer. Then, what are you going to make work to for 5,000 points? Who says Joshua? Okay, well, those are good rewards. Well, I'm glad you like them, Alpha. Okay, so I will give Metal or Alpha Proto Battle Box for Pixels art tutorials. It says John or Cash. Just hit me up. It says Metal. Not so not Pixel as in Pixel Trader or tutorials on making pixel art, so you can draw your own pixel images. Yeah, cool. Okay, with that said, I'm going to say thanks everybody for stopping by. It's been good having you all here. Thanks for coming. I hope you've had a good time on this. When Alpha Proto transfers 5,000 points from here to Scribble Box, it's going to cause massive inflation to the Scribble economy. I'm hitting you up now, both of you. So yes, Secret Battle is a new Venezuela. Okay. So thanks everybody for stopping by. It's been great having you all here. Hopefully you'll stop by soon. As things, thanks for all the congratulations on my new job. My first day was today, as some of you know. It went well, and my next day is Thursday. And as I once I get my own place, we'll set up more time for me to have stuff. And eventually, this Scribble game will be its own program. So, so that's it. So, bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be for you. Love you all.